Okay. Hello. Oh god. The stupid sun is making me look insanely white. There you go, a bit pinker. Right. I'll try to adjust the background music this time because it was so loud that you couldn't hear my mumbling. Alright, so yesterday I got flummoxed by this thing. Apparently it works. Someone was telling me on Twitter that it needs a symbol at the beginning. That's why you can't target elements like this. I think the syntax is still being worked out. So anyway, right. I've got this kind of working. I need the little brackety thing. Oh, where's Figma? I spent so long faffing with the stream software that I finished my coffee. Anyway, I think for the couple of people, there's nobody watching, that's fine. For the couple of people that were watching yesterday, I had a biscuit, and I think I would guess that would, if you could hear it, it would gross me out. Anyway, so I need to put the speaker in, and then once I've got like one of those working on, I'll kind of upgrade from this kind of collapsed view, which I guess is gonna be. How do I do that without JavaScript? Can I do that without JavaScript? Because that feels like a details element, but I don't know how it's open. I don't think I can style. Can I style a detail element to be? Well, I'll come on to it. Open if like using a media query. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Maybe I kind of like force the contents to be visible. That might work. And then I need to add the locations, which is pretty similar. Just more text, and then we've got the. These aren't, again, for anyone watching. There is no one watching now, but in the future, these aren't our current sponsors. This is the last year's sponsors. And then there's the bit at the bottom down here, the which is, I mean, that's just SVG, right? And the final bit is the final bit of this is then adding the buy button and working out how I want that to work, because it needs to be visible when you're on the site. So it might be sticky, it might not be. Don't know. Hello, Dave. So something that I'm not quite sure about YouTube, hey, is that I see comments, and I don't know if those comments are based on watching it at the streaming end, like the real-time end, or if it's at the, you press play and you're kind of catching up. Because it's weird, right? You kind of send a comment about a thing that you're watching that happened for me like 2 minutes ago, 2 minutes, 5 minutes ago, whatever. Okay, anyway, so yeah, I want to solve this small bit here. So it'll start off as a details element expanding, and then I'm going to see if I can, just with CSS, get it so that the details are always open. I'm pretty sure I can. And I guess I need to solve this element, this thing. I feel like that's like multiple CSS borders or something. Someone better at CSS can tell me. This is my version, but it's not content. Right, so let's get in the guts of Florence's talk there. So let's get that into HTML. Where are we? We're down here. So for those who didn't watch yesterday's, I'm rocking the open tags, seeing how far I can get with that without having some kind of brain break. Right. So typically this happens at 10 AM, and then they are 40 minutes each. Are they 40 minutes? I think they're supposed to be 35. Chris has messed with my timings. I can't remember what last year's was. Oh no. Yeah. Well, okay, I better write that right now. 9:50. I think I tell the speakers that actually it's a 35-minute talk now rather than 40 minutes. Because I found during ffconf that the swap over had no time at all. And you'd be rushing to kind of get the speaker off stage, which is not cool for them really. And it really doesn't allow for any technical problems, right? What are we going to do? I'd like to mark this up with H tags, whatever it is, the H tags, V tags, whatever, microformats basically. I will do, but not this second. Right, so we've got a details element here, which I want to have magically open when the browser is big enough. There's not more details, is it? It's talk details. And then we need a container for that. And let's just talk, blah blah blah. So, and these things here, like I think I normally mark these up as in previous years I've done it as DLs, DL, DD, DD, DT, so on and so forth. I'm never quite sure. Like, this is the detail, and that's the definition of the talk. Maybe it's just a P tag. Overthinking it. But it lets me lay it out in a nice way, doesn't it? I'm going to do DD. Someone tell me if that's... Is it definition list? Definition list. Yeah, that's the one. And then definition title. What was it? Talk. And then definition description. That. And then does the definition description need to be in a P tag? I don't think it does. Forgot to run the server. Okay, hold on. You're gonna get all my. That is not. I've lost the doohickey. Yeah. Do you like my I have every new tab I open in my terminal, I get a different pony because, frankly, terminals are so depressingly dull and dark. You need something to brighten up, right? And it's literally called terminal. There you go. So let's set that up. Okay. So we've got our talk definition. Let's get the CSS for a summary. Where's our kind of like base styles? Not that this matters, because in theory, that's not right, is it? Because in theory, oh, what the hey? In theory, this will only be visible on the mobile device, and therefore having a pointer cursor makes no difference, because on desktop they won't ever see the talk details drop down, right? What is a slot? What does that mean? What is that? Oh, is that the... Okay. That's the... Shallow DOM. Give me information. Confusing me. Right. Okay, let's just... Why didn't my summary work? Is it just a totally different... Oh, that's why my summary didn't work. Yeah, okay. Right, so let's get that DD. Why don't we just add the schedule and then, or yeah, let's do .talk DD. I'm gonna add in the star and then do the rest in the inspector. So I'm gonna do schedule talk dot, oh my god, dot talk DD. See here, it'd be great to be able to do like DL font size 100px, but that doesn't work. Yet, if I made it a class, apparently it would work. Right. So I'm just putting these in as placeholders so that I can style them using the elements tag. DT and then DL, which probably should go first, right? Right. So what do we want? We want to bring the font down? Maybe we do, don't we? Yeah, the whole font size is much smaller. So we've got a font size of 16. And what about the other ones? Here's 16. 16. Okay. Let's use that. So a DL font size 16 px. I'm not doing what I said I would do, did I? Oh, and the actual font family is different as well. So, what font did Chris give me? Inter. What is Inter? Isn't it? Oh my god. Inter font. Google Fonts. Okay. What weights am I using? Just regular 500. And intertight. Is there more than one? Intertight. There is. Alright, so we want the 500 medium. Let's hope that no one wants italics in their talk, because I don't like including lots of fonts. For the moment, I'm just gonna slap it in there. I don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of including fonts, like custom fonts. Kind of bums me out a little bit. Because they end up weighing way more, costing more than I feel like they're worth sometimes. I mean, that said, this is all a custom font, so you know, it's got to work. How do I, here we go. So, on our DL, we want to use, wait, did I copy the whole thing? Yeah, I did. Ah, come on, what? Okay, so let's apply that to everything. There we go. Oh, I've missed a bit, haven't I? I need to put the pronouns and the... This is our mini bio. So when you're a speaker, I ask you to give me a tweet length bio, which some people understand and some people don't. But really, no, not bio, origin story, that was it. So I always send them like my example, and it's rather than having like bios which can be pretty dry sometimes, we have origin stories. So why is not will link work? What is going on? I don't know why it's taking so long. So I'll go to when I spoke. I had to replace a speaker 1 year. Look at that handsome devil there. Less puffy face 4 years ago, 5 years ago. There you go. So that was my bio, my origin story. Yeah, ZX Basics, basic Star Wars. Didn't work. Spent hours there. So Charlie's origin story. There you go. So I like the origin stories more than the bios. I think they're cool, and also makes us stand out a little bit. Anyway, so we're going to drop in the pronouns. Where are we up to? See, this isn't a DL now, right? Because that's not the definition title for that, right? You know what? I'm just going to put it in anyway for the minute. DT. She, her, and then DD origin story. Alright. Okay, so let's get on with this. Let's style this up. We want. What do we want? We want this color, and we got line height 24. So colour, that, line height 24. I got a feeling all the line heights are 24px actually. Yeah, they are. Let's get that line height out of there and into here. Line height 24px. And we need to get some. Should we do that now? Get these little. See, Figma. Someone was asking me yesterday why I use. Was it Scratch over Figma? It's little things like this. Like I can't horizontally scroll. So let's get that. Let's go over to Mr. Archibald's compressor. Copy. Let's create a little class for that. I should put that. I'll put it before my media query. So icon. Dot. Oh no, I can do that, can't I? Talk. No, title. Talk. Background. Image. Oh, I need to convert it to. I think I've got it in my tab still. There you go. Code. Copy. Background image URL. Blah. And it needs to be in double quotes. There you go. Background, repeat, no repeat, and then what am I doing as a background? Oh yeah, no, that's fine. And then background position X naught, and then we want to. I'm going to add the class of. Where is it? Class name. Class equals. Oh my god! Oh crap! Icon talk. Let's say talk or title. Talk. I have to refresh this, which is not terrible, but it's fine. Cool. That did not work. I'm so confused as to when this works. And we want to do a padding left, whatever that is. Like, what's the distance from there to there? So we got my mouse cuts 8 pixels, and then the width is 16. Oh yeah, okay, so 24. I assume. Yeah, okay. But the alignments are weird. Oh, yeah, okay, so position X center. No, wait, Y center, isn't it? Background position. Oh, fuck's sakes. There you go. Yeah, okay. Let's get this one. Where are you? Let's copy that. I feel like my workflow is so manual. I'm sure there are younger and better looking developers just running their commands and being like, haha, you old idiot. And there's me just plodding along with my hand rolled CSS and pronouns, do pronouns. Alright, so let's put all this lot into the icon class. And remove that bit. And then we got just that bit. And then do background, image, URL, dosh. Let's add the class into this one. Class equals icon pronouns. Jeez. Yep, that's exactly what I was going for. What? Why? Oh, it's because I've got top there. Cool. Okay, right, that's that. Let's look at the mobile version. So the DD has, so the heading's got 24 below it, which I don't think it has now. Alright, so we're going to do, oh god, I do this, and plus details, margin, bottom, 24px. Oh, that's targeting the details. Top. Okay. This is gonna... I've got a plan for this. I feel like it's gonna bite me in the arse. But my plan is that I will have a build script for deploying into Netlify, which will run a post processor on my CSS file, and it will overwrite the current CSS file, so that all this stuff is flattened, because none of this works in Firefox, which is the browser I use. Yeah. Right, halfway. Oh, okay, what time is it? 12:40, so lunchtime soon. Where are we up to? Right. Let's get what do we say? The DD has got a margin of, sorry, the DT margin 16px naught. That looks alright. And then the DL, oh my god, the DT, that's why I don't like these things, has a margin bottom of 24px. Alright. The... Oh, what? Chris has put the... Okay. Right, well, there's the first challenge, right? My details element has the summary at the bottom and it expands upward. Which do I just move? Can I move that to the bottom? Can we move that down to there? Right, okay, well Chrome just pooped its pants. I want to move that down to there. No, okay, fine, we'll do it in source. Summary. Got a distinct feeling it sticks at the top either way. Denied. Okay, that's fine. What we'll do is we'll reach for our flex. So So I'm going to do a schedule details, and let's inspect this. Oh, fuck. Oh, we had it already, didn't we? Let's get rid of that. Let's do it here. Okay. Right. So what I'm going to do is flexbox, display flex, and then flex direction. Oh, why not? Why not? That is that one, right? Details. Oh man, why doesn't that work? Why can't I change the direction? Yeah, oh, row reverse? This is a column though, right? So we would, I mean, literally I'm only using the things here. So column is down, like that, and column reverse. But the problem is the shadow DOM is showing me that it puts that element at the top, right? Regardless. I can't see how the shadow DOM, oh, here we go. Do you have details? Let's look. Yes, I do, because I've got the flex thing highlighted, display flex. So it's there. I mean, I can for my own sanity, I can add another element inside of it. This is a test block. Right, so if I put the test block in there, it's at the bottom, which is way up. Wait, okay. No, that's not. That's got nothing to do with the shadow DOM. What have I done? Display flex. Wait, does flex not work on? Display flex details. Don't think these are giving me the answer I want, are they? I bet it's something funky like you can't use flex on details. Which I'm definitely not getting from this, am I? How do I... Is there... CSS support... Flexbox details element. I'm gonna have to end up in the spec, aren't I, to check this? Oh god, this. I don't know about you, but every time I go to Stack Overflow, I get this bloody notice. There we go, gone. Nope, that's applying. Oh. I mean, okay. There's this website that's for exactly this kind of thing. I might actually change to V5 though. Let's just do a test. Okay, Okay, so details, summary. This is the summary. Oh my god. Line 1, line 2. Let's do open so we don't go mad, and then details, display. I think I might know what it is. I think flex direction. I think it's because the details element, looking at the shadow DOM, I'm guessing here, but I think it's because the shadow DOM here, what we're doing is we're targeting the top of the shadow DOM rather than what's inside of it. That's to say, if I put the contents of my details inside of a div and then do, yeah. But I still can't target the summary because it's outside of the thingamajig. Oh. I think that basically answers the question. I can't target the summary block. That's so. Why do I run into like completely stupid basic things? Right. There's one of you left, apparently. Yeah. Okay, I'm a bit. I'm going to style this to start off with. It's a nice problem to have, right? Interesting problem to have. Because, I mean, this looks like just a straightforward page, right? But we've got... I mean, we can solve it using JavaScript, but it feels completely overkill. And I'd rather not. Yeah, Dave, you're hanging in there. You're like me. One of the few without clients breathing down your throat. Right. Question is whether or not I dig into this, try and work out how in God's name I style this, and if it's even possible which is a fun problem to have, or if I just move past it. Let's get rid of that idiot. Details, element, flexbox. I mean, I doubt. I'm going to try grid. Display grid. Don't think it'll make any difference. Grid. How do I don't even know how to do this actually off the top of my head. Ah, hey Dave. Yeah, this isn't. You wanna jump to the bits that are interesting. Right, let's do. I can't remember how to change CSS grid direction. I just want to change the direction of the grid. Auto grid, repeat, gap. Is it flow? Grid column? It must be just grid column reverse. Something like that. Oh, for heaven's sakes. CSS grid reverse order. Let's just do that for a second. This is getting painful already, right? It's rows, rows. Yeah, this isn't targeting any of that content. That's targeting the So I guess it's going to pain me, but I think the way to solve this is to not use a details element, but actually to use a checkbox. Not super happy about that, but label is what I want that. I mean, yeah, so in DevTools at the moment, I've got somewhere down here is I'm showing the shadow DOM, yeah, which we can get rid of, right? I don't have the details element anymore. Okay, so when I inspect, you know, you don't normally see the shadow DOM, but I have it turned on just so I've got a bit more kind of like insight into what's happening on the page. So when I inspect, I can see the shadow DOM, and this is a good example of an element that has a more complicated shadow DOM because it has interactivity. I mean, not much, right? But that's why we were seeing these slots, and these slots represent kind of where they're landing inside the shadow DOM, and we can also see how it's being styled, which is kind of a good like helper for if we wanted to create our own custom element. We could use like looking at the shadow DOM, see how it works. I think Twitter's kind of full of these kind of things. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm pretty sure Twitter has a lot of custom components, or not. I can't remember. They used to. In fact, they don't now. Well, okay. So they used to have a lot of custom components, and the way to kind of like look at them would be using things like this, the shadow DOM, because when you use a custom component, that's what you're kind of working with. You know this, or you might know this, and I'm pretty certain that when I'm styling that kind of shadow DOM, which has zero effect, which is why in this example I've got to put a div around these two to actually target it properly, and it's whether or not I can target the shadow DOM host, I guess. Equally, I could make my own custom component, but I like the idea of this page loading without any JavaScript. And I mean, the hack that I'm doing here, like I don't like it because it's a CSS hack, right? It's, what did I do? Details dot summary checked plus whatever display lock, and then we would do. This might be a candidate for this thing. And checked, and then we do and plus star display none. Oh, that didn't work at all, did it? For heaven's sakes. Alright. Oh no, wait, sorry, summary is, it's not that, is it? It's the, oh, it's not even as easy as that. Because, where's my input? It's the label. Oh god, okay, this is late, oh my god. Do we have parent selectors? We do. I'm kind of spiraling a little bit now. Getting sucked into not a great thing. And the reason I mean, what this wants is that, but the label is now no longer for that element, and I like that I can wrap it. I mean, I could do for talk one, I don't know, talk one, ID equals talk one, that? It's not that, is it? Name. Nope. Oh my god. Is it? What am I doing? No, there we go, that's why. So this is now input. Is that next to? It doesn't help. I can't remember my CSS, does it? Input. No. I thought the tilde was next to. Details. Summary. Let's stick that in the console. So sometimes when I'm not sure about a selector, I'll do this. Yeah, null. Tit. I am a muppet. There it is. Well, I'm going to leave it there. 45 minutes is enough time for the minute. I'll come back to this. I'll do a bit more research on the details. I'm pretty sure that I don't have any choice about how it works. It does mean I can reorder this and have it kind of expand up and down and so on. Interesting problem to have. Like I said, I don't want to do it with JavaScript. I don't think there's any point. Using this method, I guess, allows me to hide and show it open if it's media query. But I need to make sure I have the right ARIA roles. Anyway, thanks for watching.